We first start with Beatrice letting her hair down. Well, Virgilia did it for her. Because now she will not respond to anything, or barely anything. She's just like an empty shell. Balor's trying desperately to figure out her moves and understand her. If you don't understand, the story switched from mystery to romance. In fact, there's literally a comparison for the author wanting the reader to understand their message. Often like someone writes a love letter to someone else so they can understand their feelings. That's something I really love about Umineko. There's so many good comparisons and beautiful things like that. Anyway, no time for that. It turns out Burnt Castle and Land of Delta have completely taken over the board. It's their game now. And Balor's like, I'm not doing this. And they're like, fine, don't participate. We're gonna play without you. And this one's confusing because now we have another Beatrice running around the board that is alive and well. Now you're starting to understand the game board, game pieces. Like, even though the real Beato is catatonic, this Beato is called the piece Beato. Actually, anything that's on the board interacting is basically a piece. It's pretty hard to understand. It's kind of meta. It's meta. Anyway, Burnt Castle introduces her Mary Sue, Erica Fruto. Oh my god, she's like, you'll love her or you'll hate her. Honestly, the villains in Umineko are pretty much my favorite. I mean, I like them as villains. Can't really talk about what goes on in this actual arc without spoiling a whole bunch of plot points, so I'm not going to actually do that! Look at what I'm actually doing. Do you think I'm actually letting you actually know the true meat of Umineko? No! Anyway, Balor joins late in the game, and the witches decide to accuse one of the family members of being the culprit, as long as they have convincing evidence, air quotes, to suggest that this human culprit is the one that committed everything. This can pass with flying colors. Oh, and there's new characters introduced as well. They're technically the angels of the board, and in the meta. There are these two maids, and then Dalnor A. Nox. This is another guide that is used to be helpful in the story. She uses the Nox commandments, and apparently it was also kind of a tool for using to write mystery. Interesting that mystery novels are brought up again, but it's a way to help you solve the mystery from that perspective. And Balor uses this tool. You see Balor guide himself along with these tools. But anyway, he tried to defend the human that was being accused, and he lost. Oh my god, when I reread this scene again, I cried so much. And Beato is actually, she's gone. She turns into flittering golden flakes, all he can touch. Don't worry, he comes back as the golden sorcerer because he finally understood everything. Too late though.